Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come bring your morning inspiration. Our morning inspiration today will be coming from Psalm 46, verse number 1. That's Psalm 46 and 1. Our theme today is God is. God is. Well, yesterday talked about I am God from Psalm 46 and verse 10, where he says, "Be still and know that I'm God. I'll be exalted among the heathen and I'll be exalted upon the earth." On yesterday we discovered that we have to wait on God, and while waiting on God we need to get the wisdom of God. And of course, we need to worship God. We need to lift him up. In verse number 1 of this particular psalm, it tells us about who God is in the lives of the believers. He shared with us, first of all, that God is our refuge. A refuge is a place of protection. It is it's a shelter. And we sing a song that God is a shelter in a time of storm. Number 2, he says God is our refuge and our strength. He's not only our shelter, but he's also our strength. And of course, Apostle Paul says that even when I'm weak, I become strong, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. If I'm going to carry out the assignment of God, if I'm going to do the will of God and the calling of God in my life, I need God's power. I need his strength to do it. He says not only he's my shelter and my strength, but he's a very present help in times of trouble. He's steadfast. You can depend on God when you can't depend on nobody else. As a matter of fact, you can depend on God most of the time, all the time, but most importantly, you can depend on God in the times of trouble. I believe that many of us can testify that you found that God is very steadfast, especially during the time of your difficult, dark moment. That's when God stepped in and made a way out of nowhere. That's when God stepped in and opened up a door. That's when God stepped in and healed your body. That's when God stepped in and brought comfort to your wounded spirit. God is very steadfast. He's very steadfast, especially during the time of trouble. So today, I pray that you come to a place of knowing who God is, because God is a shelter. He is my strength, and he is a very steadfast friend in times of trouble. God bless you. And as always, you have a good and godly day on purpose. That's my prayer for you and your family today.